Don't go until I
We welcome you to the Allstate Hometown High School Basketball Game of the Week, brought to you by our local Allstate agent, Mr. Jim Twiggs. Now, tonight, we're visiting Springfield High School as the Wildcats are hosting the Elks of Centerville High School, Gary.
Well, the Elks tonight entered tonight's game with an overall record of 11-5, and they're 6-2, good enough for third place in the National East of the GWAC. The Elks are under the direction of our friend, head coach Brooke Cups.
Boy, it was good seeing him this evening.
Oh, man.
The Elks lost to Springfield. That was back in December, 64-60. Would like nothing better than to pay the Wildcats back tonight and get closer to the Cats in league play. Gary, what about the keys to victory for the Elks, brought to you by Dave Gale Chevrolet in Mechanicsburg?
Well, we've seen it forever, for decades. Play Cups defense.
Yes.
Smother the opponent's offense, and then they got to work the opponent's defense until they make a mistake and do the basics and the small things that can win games, and they always do.
How about a player we should be watching tonight for the Centerville Elks?
Well, the guy to watch tonight for the Elks is Ryan Marshall. He's averaging 9 points a game, plus he's pulling down about 3.5 rebounds, and he leads the team in assists with 4+ in every game.
And not a bad free throw percentage either, 83%. Now, as we check out our Springfield Wildcats, who are under the direction of head coach Isaiah Carson. They're also 11-5 overall, but unblemished, 9-0 in first place in the National East of the Greater Western Ohio Conference.
Well, the Wildcats need to do what they did earlier in their earlier meeting, and that was turn the ball over only 4 times.
Wow, the Wildcats have to get off to a quick start, keep the Elks down. And Gary, what are the keys to the Wildcats tonight, brought to you by Dave Gale Chevrolet in Mechanicsburg?
Well, they got to keep the Elks off balance, and then this is the guy they got to box out. 6'9", Mo Jai, real nice kid. We got to talk to him earlier, and keep the perfect league record.
You only think he's a nice kid because he called you sir. Gary, how about the player to watch for Springfield?
Well, this is the other guy that will call you sir, Raheem Moss. He's averaging nearly 18 a game. He pulls down about 8 a game, and got to just keep working him down low. He'll get plenty of baskets tonight.
Something special went on. The Hall of Fame for 2019 honoring student athletes from the past.
Well, I was blown away. I mean, it was just a remarkable. Cassandra Lloyd was out there, the class of 2008 in track. She's still training for the Olympics.
Wow.
Pepper Bago, he was a basketball 1982, Mr. Basketball in Clark County, and Michael Rogers, 1964 coach, 40 years of coaching and teaching. Bill Cannon, great guy. 1952, we talked to him. He was all Ohio, and he's now in the Coaches Hall of Fame. And the last one to round it out was Lamar Gilgore, Springfield class of 1950 in golf, and he's in the Wittenberg Hall of Fame.
All right, we let you speak out, and we ask you, who do you think's going to win? And the votes are in right now. 94% are picking the Wildcats over the Elks, Gary.
Well, we've seen that before. We've seen it swing both ways, but tonight here in Springfield at home, looks like they're pulling for Springfield 94-6%.
We'll see. Be right back with tonight's opening tip-off as the Springfield Wildcats host the Elks of Centerville on local TV for me, Sports Network.
Good.
Some people think Allstate
Centerville first.
Yeah.
Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Call me Jim Twiggs at 390-3330, located at 2985 Durr Road in the Kroger Shopping Center.
A lot has changed in 80 years. Where we live, the cars we drive, and even how we do our banking. But at the IH Credit Union, some things will never change, like our commitment to helping our members build better lives. The IH Credit Union will always be member-owned and will always step up and do what's right for our members and our community. Stop in today and check out what has changed as well as what will never change at the IH Credit Union. Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons has a 30-year history of serving the ophthalmic needs of the Miami Valley. The Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons specialize in meeting the medical and surgical eye care needs of the entire family. Dr. Larry Fish, Dr. Gary Lau, and Dr. Scott Stork are committed to providing our patients the best medical care with a personal touch. Schedule your appointment today in Springfield, Urbana, London, or Beaver Creek, because seeing is believing.
I'm Nick Jacobson, and I'm a senior in the Electrical Trades program at the Springfield Clark CTC. Currently in my class, we are being taught motor controls and three-phase commercial power. My goal is to further my education through an apprenticeship and become a power distribution lineman, and all I had to do was commit. Career opportunities making meaningful impact today. For more information, visit www.scttc.org.
At Dave Kell Chevrolet and Chevrolet Trucks, we are proud that customers keep coming back to purchase vehicles. Now we have a brand new showroom that will help us serve our customers better.
We give every customer specialized attention to find the right vehicle at the right price, and we have a wide variety of new and used vehicles to choose from.
Visit us at Dave Kell Chevrolet and experience no-nonsense car shopping.
The best place to purchase a new or used vehicle is at Dave Kell Chevrolet in Mechanicsburg, Ohio.
Although the world is ever changing, the basic rhythms of life remain the same. One being people's passion to build families, communities, houses, businesses. But turning passion into reality is often challenging. For all of life's moments, count on Security National Bank.
Welcome back. Tonight, the Wildcats of Springfield hosting the Centerville Elks, and now Gary Littell will be chiming in with our starting lineups. And these two teams, when it comes to being close, 11-5, both of them overall.
Well, you know, we had a great game here. That JV game was phenomenal. And it came right down to the wire. At the buzzer, Vincent Fisher put it in, and that was in overtime. So we
1 second left.
And you said it. You said we're going to have our first overtime of the year. We might even have that tonight with the varsity, but they're kind of shuddering right now in the back room right now, thinking about that.
Because it was a great ball game. The first time these two teams met, only 4 points separated them. And right now, Centerville is on a 6-game winning streak.
And let's introduce some of these players here for Centerville. And this is under a great coach that we've seen at Graham for years and years, Brooke Cups. And he is just, you know, one of these coaches that just goes on and on. He's like the ever-ready battery.
Oh, he does.
And what a nice guy. And his family he has his boy playing right now in AAU. So, you know, he's got it. Here we go with our first player. Coming out here is number 0 is Ryan Marshall. And then number 3, Matt Pierce. Number 5 is Mo Jai. Watch out for him. And number 11, Keva Archimalo. And rounding it out, number 24, Davis Muma. So those are your Elks under the direction of head coach Brooke Cups. And now for the Wildcats, as you see them about ready to get set, coming out from another good friend of ours, Isaiah Carson. We got to see him play here as a player, and now he's a very successful head coach. Coming out here for the Wildcats, first player that's going to be coming out that you'll see running down the gauntlet here is going to be number 1, Larry Stevens. As he come on, number 3 is going to be Jeff Tolliver. Number 4 is David Sanford. Number 5 starting out tonight is Raheem Moss and Jalen Minnie. The same 5 players, Lee, that we've seen the last time we were here, and that was a great game against Wayne. So, and here they're coming out right now. You're going to see Stevens, followed by Tolliver, followed by Moss, Sanford, and Minnie.
And you know the one thing we're going to have to watch in that first ball game, Springfield, this is unheard of, had 4 turnovers, 11 for Centerville. That's what won them the ball game. Let's check out the officials for the game, brought to you by the Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons. Who are those men in stripes tonight? Gary Linsell.
Well, when you're looking for the officials that we got tonight, and, they're always out there, and the ones you're going to look for is our referee, Scott Harley. Our umpire out there is Chris Stokes, umpire Frank Vitt, and we've seen these guys before. They call a pretty nice game.
Boy, and there they are, too. They're ready to go. And they've been around a little while, so they know how to officiate a ball game. That may sound funny to say, but no, some of them don't. Eyes on the Officials have been brought to you by the Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons, where seeing is believing. And we are just about ready for the opening tip-off. And also
look at that there for Centerville. Look at the size of this guy.
6'9" Mo Jai.
Oh, man.
And he's just learning the game. He's just learning the game.
And that's what Coach Cup said. He's going to be a really, really good one.
And the ball is tapped, and guess what? Centerville comes up with it. And we'll see the defense. The defense for the Wildcats in the first game is 30 rebounds to 22 for Centerville. There's a turnover for Centerville. Down the court, puts it up and in, and it is the Wildcats taking the lead on the drive by Jeff Tolliver. So Tolliver will go to the free throw line. He will try the old-fashioned three-point play. And this is his only Achilles heel. It is a 31% free throw shooter, Gary.
Well, Springfield from the free throw line is only 59% as a team. And Centerville, they're 66, and that's about what a Brooks Cup team would be.
Yeah. Shots up. Nope, in and out, will not go. Rebound pulled down by Centerville. Well, that was kind of nice to see, wasn't it? All the greats from the Wildcats.
Oh man! When they went on, when they started talking about the track star out there, I was just so impressed with Cassandra Lloyd. I mean, they went on, and folks, this young lady is still trying for the Olympics, and that's just incredible.
Yes,
how many? I mean, they took about 6 or 7 minutes. And they weren't messing around, just talking about her record.
Yes, and just an incredible gal. Had a chance to talk to her before anything went on. She thought she was actually going to have to start talking and say a few words, but they let her out of it, I think. No good. That was just a wild shot. See, now, Springfield has got to watch it. They had 30 rebounds that first time, but 22 were on the defensive board. So Centerville could not get that second and third shot. We'll see how it goes tonight. It's a whole brand new thing. Ball goes out of bounds, and it is going to be another turnover for Centerville.
That's 2 of them right away, back to back.
Yeah, they can't have those. They had 11 in the first one, and only 4, as we had mentioned, for the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's kind of unheard of, and that really, I think that came out of that Moeller game.
Yes.
That was a wake-up call there, and we were talking to some people about that Moeller game, and a Hucksack just got hit in the face.
I think Mo Jai might have gotten this personal foul. Let's see. Now, number 24, they're saying, and that being Davis Mumoff. It is. That's his second. And going to the free throw line will be Raheem Moss, averaging 18 a game. The 6'4" senior guard, 64% from the charity stripe. No good.
You jinxed him because you said in warm-ups he didn't miss a shot, and there's a free throw. And you know that last game, the JV game came down to free throws. You got to make those. That's how important it is.
And we talk about it all the time. And boy, any time of the year, it is important. That's perfect.
They're shooting 50 from the free throw line.
3-3. We are knotted up right now here in Centerville, or here in Centerville. Boy,
where have you been?
I got lost.
Look at that pass.
Mo Jai's got it and puts it up and in.
And you know what he did? He didn't dribble it. He did not put that ball on the floor, went straight up. And, he could slam dunk it. Now watch right there. He could slam dunk it. He just says, I just want to put it in.
And he just let people go by him.
Got to see what kind of free throw shooter he is now. Talking with Coach Cups about this whole team and how he's really coming along and can be just a great player.
Oh, boy, he really
And, of course, he's getting looks at, from colleges around. But he's still young, you know. I mean, that's,
and he's getting looks like Brooks said.
D1 schools, you know.
Yeah, for what he might be. Ball is shot, no good by Stevens, and the Wildcats stone cold. Have you noticed the defense by Centerville yet? Have they been chest on chest like?
Not quite so much as you'd expect.
Yeah.
I think, you know, once we get into that second half, you're going to see that.
And the ball kind of careens around, and Sanford picks it up. Here he comes down court, stops.
See, they're not quite as tight on this zone here.
No, they are
playing
not.
kind of sagging, kind of deep.
And what they want to do is
keep Raheem Moss out of here on the outside.
Yes, because they're only a 29% three-point shooting team. Well,
There's
that
a
one went
three-pointer.
in. That one went in. And who got it? Larry Stevens. He picks up his first 3 points of the night, and we're all knotted up. You had to say it, didn't you? This one may go to overtime. They're playing close to the vest right now.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, reverse layup as he got fed going underneath, and that being Archimalo. Boy, Brooks is up there teaching already. And there's Carson, too. Nice jumper on a runner. Won't go. And they're going to say touch last by Centerville.
Me.
Yeah, but
touch last by me.
But what was funny is Moss and Minnie just kind of looked at each other and went out of bounds. Now, yeah, that's what I thought. It actually touched them. It touched, I think, Minnie, and they just all kind of stood there and looked at it. So it's Centerville's ball. Now, that won't go down as a turnover, but it was a mental mistake. That one was. 8-6 in favor of Centerville. And this is a little bit quicker, Gary, than what I've seen Centerville in the past. They're moving the ball around. And again, as we had mentioned, there's a three-pointer. Yeah.
It's a nice shot, and that's kind of how Brook Cups works. You go ahead and get that good look, and then you pop it in. So that's their second three-pointer.
Yeah, Matt Pierce hit that one.
They're 2 for 2. They're 2 for 2.
2 for 2. And Pierce is 2 for 2 with that. So it'll be out of bounds, and it will be Springfield's basketball. 11-6. They can't let this get out of hand because they're playing the defense that Centerville's playing is just great. They're keeping everybody outside. Moss drove. He's looking for the foul. Did not get it that time. This one, lob pass in the lane, turnaround, hook shot, no good, won't go by Jai. And here comes Raheem Moss. Going to the corner to Minnie, puts it up, will not get it.
Yeah, that's a wasted shot there, Lee. I think you got to work your way in and not, with the score what it is, like you said, don't let it get away from you. Get that good look.
But you got to work the ball inside. You got to go with what got you here to 9-0 in the league. As Centerville will work at around 3.5 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. 11-6, already a 5-point bulge for Centerville. Now Centerville is trying to pay Springfield back for the loss they had down on their home court earlier this year.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
That's 3 for 3.
Ryan Ballard just loaded that one up and put it down.
Do you think Brook Cups is used to a three-point shooter? Years ago when we saw him there at the Graham Falcons, he had a great shooter with his name by Schuler.
Yeah, and Schuler was
Josh Schuler, man.
Josh should have been at a big-time school. Athlete of the week. Well, I tell you what, there was a lot of bad weather going on. If you happen to notice,
no one was at school, so
yeah, and it kind of hampered our efforts to determine the winner. So please nominate right now, brought to you by International Harvester Credit Union. Plus, you can also see our previous Athlete of the Week award winners and the presentations there and especially the interviews, on Local TV for Me Facebook page at www.facebook.com/localtv4me.
Here's a three-pointer from way outside, and that was good for Springfield.
That was Larry Stevens that nailed that one.
And watch this one at the top. And the Elks, as they kick it back outside, they're 3 from 3. 3 for 3 for the three-pointer there. Back to live action here.
Moss was in the lane, but turned around and did the best thing, I think. He didn't take a shot. He wants to drive. He pushes
There's
off
a
and
good
gets
shot.
away with it.
That's a tough shot falling back, too, to make that. That's the first two-pointer in this first quarter, believe it or not.
All right, the score 14-8. 2:45 remaining here in this first quarter of action.
You know, Lee, a little bit different game than when we saw him play Wayne. That was a run fest up and down the court. We had, 6 dunks, 5 blocks. Here's a steal.
Nice pass down court.
Oh, boy!
That's the dunk. I'd have gone for that. Don't get too fancy early in the ball game.
Don't do that, but it was set up nicely.
It was set up nicely, that's for sure. Yeah, there was a foul. As going up for the shot was Matt Pierce. He's got 6 points, and he was fouled coming across by David Sanford.
My.
Sanford's got his first, team second.
That would have been quite the highlight reel, getting that one.
Again.
It was an alley-oop just set up perfectly, but I'm with you, Lee. Just take that layup.
Oh, yeah, they had it.
That one's in.
Matt Pierce picks up his first free throw of the night.
They're 2 for 3 from the free throw line.
Just like that, he's got 7 points. He came in averaging 13. And not a bad free throw shooter, hitting 65% from that charity stripe. Well, we missed that one. Why do I even talk about that? Rebound brought down by Jordan Howard. And with the offense and working for the Wildcats. They work it down low. Some shoving going on. Ball knocked away.
Yeah, Jai's right there. You can't do anything about that.
Yeah, Raymond Cole tried to force it and just didn't have the shot. Marshall started to drive, loses the ball, but then it's picked up by Centerville. Centerville with the lead by 7, 15-8. 1:45 remaining here in this first quarter of action. Centerville trying to the blemish the record of the Elks, or the Wildcats. Ball tapped up and in. I'm not sure who got it, but I'm telling you who I'm going to give it to, and that looks like number 21. And number 21 is Mitchell, the senior. Look at that scoreboard. I would have never thought that, Gary. 17-8. Another three-pointer launch. That one is good.
That'll get you back in.
Larry Stevens has got 2 three-pointers.
And just like that, it's down to a 6-point game.
Yeah. Well, it was a 9-point game.
Yep.
And then we got Palm the basketball. And turnover, Ryan Marshall, the 5'8" senior guard, playmaker. Both coaches in this ball game so far, Gary, have just been teaching. And I think Marshall may have said something because 2 of the officials came over and were talking to him. Says, don't start anything. 56 seconds remaining in this first quarter. And a chance for Springfield, but no, they took the long shot. It just won't drop, and Mitchell with the rebound. Trying to work the ball outside. Now they just leave it. Got 37 seconds remaining, and you know what Centerville's looking for, don't you? Yeah, the last second shot. In the lane, turns it around, puts it up, will not drop. Moss with the rebound, and he almost went from rebounding it to scoring. And looking up, as you saw, David Sanford said, okay, let's look for that last shot. People around must think I'm a rich person or something. Everybody working with my microphone and taking care of me. And that was a shot that was forced only because of the buzzer, but that's the way it ends the first quarter of action. It is a 17-11 lead by the Centerville Elks. We'll be back with more action coming up with Centerville and Springfield on local TV for me, Sports Network.
Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons has a 30-year history of serving the ophthalmic needs of the Miami Valley. The Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons specialize in meeting the medical and surgical eye care needs of the entire family. Dr. Larry Fish, Dr. Gary Lau, and Dr. Scott Stork are committed to providing our patients the best medical care with a personal touch. Schedule your appointment today in Springfield, Urbana, London, or Beaver Creek, because seeing is believing.
With the Wildcats hosting the Elks on the Allstate Hometown High School Basketball Game of the Week, brought to you by Jim Twiggs, your local Allstate agent. And second quarter action underway with the inbound pass and a 17-11 lead by the Centerville Elks. I was worried that clock up there read 0-0-0 even while they were playing, and now they moved it into action. Minnie drives into the lane, feeds it off, and it will not go. Tapped up by Moss, who gets his 4th point of the night. Now 17-13. Now that's the kind of basketball you want to see him play.
Yeah,
work the ball underneath.
Yeah, currently it's 3 for 7 from the field goal is what
Yeah.
they're shooting. And they got to pick that up playing these Elks.
Yeah, they certainly do. And they cannot turn the ball over. As we had mentioned, they had 4 the first time they played. And that's, like Gary said, unheard of. As the ball goes out of bounds, touched last by Springfield. So it'll be Centerville's ball underneath their own bucket. Marshall standing there. Count is on him and throws it away. Minnie comes up with it, goes high to get it. Drives the lane, puts it up, will not go, and he is fouled. And Moss goes over to pick him up. I like that. That's being a team effort. Now watch this, if it runs through. And there, look, right there. Goes over and actually helped Minnie up, Moss did, and patted him on the top of the head as well, saying, nice job. Minnie, a 56% free throw shooter. That one was perfect. Minnie gets his first point of the night. Looking for number 2 and looking to cut that lead to 2 points, and he does. Just like that. 17-15. That's really impressive as much as they were down, don't you think, Gary?
Quite the comeback here.
Yeah.
You know, they were 7 and then they brought it back to 6, and here we go. You know, it's a 2-point game.
2 points. As Centerville goes down to that baseline a lot. They like to work that baseline, but I'll tell you one thing, they have hit some 3-pointers. As a matter of fact, they have hit 3 so far.
Well, you remember, Jai is out of the game right now. He's on the bench over there, so that's your big guy underneath there that you want to get that ball fed to.
Marshall way outside, missed that one. And fighting for the basketball
losing
was
the handle.
Elliott. Yeah, Elliott and Howard are fighting for it. They lose it, so now it's going to be Centerville's ball. Look at them. See, they both touched it, and one knocked it away from the other, and that's not good. 3-point fired. No, will not go. Getting the rebound this time and just holding on and letting people pass him by was Howard.
Bad pass.
Yeah, tried to force it into the middle. Centerville off and running. I thought maybe that might go goaltending. Into the middle. What a nice drive by the Centerville Elks. Archimalo picks up 2 points, and picking up the foul is Howard. Look at that. Nicely done.
Yeah, he just had that little hip move and was able to loop it around with his left hand, and now he goes to the free throw line. Good look at him there.
Archimalo is got 4 points. 54% free throw shooter. Can he make it 3 a point play? It is indeed.
And they're shooting 3 for 5 through the line.
Not bad. It looks, I was watching Rakeem. He looks a little tired.
Oh, nice play.
Nice drive. Look at that. A runner right down the lane for
Too often
Sanford.
you pass it too many times when you can just take it.
Take it all the way.
And now it's back to a 3-point lead for the Elks. 6:03 left to go.
20-17. One possession game for Centerville as they're ahead by 3. Nice defense being applied now by, and you see who's back in. Jai is back in. And double teaming in the corner is Springfield, but we're going to get a foul. And I believe this one might go against David Sanford. And if it is, that'll be David's second personal foul. And up off the bench quickly, Larry Stevens will go in for Sanford. Also up off the bench and coming into the ball game for Centerville is Mitchell. Inbounds pass comes all the way back into the backcourt. There was a pass that almost was an errant pass, and then he ends up traveling with the basketball.
Double dribble, yeah.
Yes, Caleb Mitchell.
I thought he was going to save it there for a second, but two hands doesn't make it.
Only in football.
Yeah, and sometimes even that with that.
Yeah.
That doesn't get caught.
This is nice. The Wildcats have been working the basketball, but some of their shots just off.
They're just hurrying the shots.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, look at that. Boom, boom, boom.
Who was that? Mojai. Picks up his 4th point, his 5th point of the night. He came in averaging 7. Working the ball outside. Nice between the legs, and
that's a turnover.
Kicking the ball out of bounds was Moss.
Watch this here, coming right up in the back. Kaboom.
Nope, I'll take 2. 22-17. And from what we saw against Wayne that night, just off a little bit, don't you think?
Yeah, and one of the things, just looking at Jai there that Coach Cupps talked about, he gets beat up a lot, because people try to foul him all the time, and he's that big body underneath there. He gets some more meat on him as he grows up a little bit. He's going to be somebody to watch. To be a lot of fun.
Look out. Nice defense by the Wildcats.
Here
comes Moss, and we got a foul. And looking at the official was Matt Pierce saying, I didn't get him.
Yeah, it was Pierce that fouled him.
Yeah, he picks up his first. And that'll be the 4th team foul on Centerville.
Yeah, you can probably hear it right off of that, off of our floor mic. You could have heard that slap,
Boy, that was a slap, wasn't it? Now that I think of it, yeah. Driving with the basketball and losing it out of bounds is Stevens, but it went off of Mojai's leg. So it'll be the Wildcats' ball underneath their own bucket. 4:24 remain here in this first half of action. Boy, it's been a quick one. Moss with it, just looking. Yeah.
Now this is what they need to do to slow it down and get a good look here. They got 4 minutes left to go before halftime. And they got to get back in this game safely with a good shot. Boy, those are twice out there. He's missed from out there, Lee.
Yeah, they're just, I think Mojai, the big guy, is kind of bothering him.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, who was that?
What
that was Mitchell.
Let's call that the hula hoop, huh?
Caleb Mitchell with that going underneath the bucket, reverse layup, and put it in for 2.
And just like that, look at that score.
7 points again.
They got to get it to Moss underneath, but look at that defense. There's a nice jumper.
Yeah, turnaround jumper by Raheem Moss. Moss picks up his 7th point.
Lee, they're 5 for 12 shooting field goals. That's kind of unheard of for Springfield.
That's not good.
And you got to remember, both of these schools have been out with the ice and the snow. So how much practice did they get in?
Yes, a little bit off. You had mentioned, but 47% is the shooting from the field for the Wildcats. 3-pointer.
And they are 5 for 5.
And Pierce has got 3 of those. Shot up wildly, reverse layup off to the rebound by Tolliver, put up and in. And it goes back to a 6-point lead, 21-27 with 3 minutes and 1 second remaining and timeout on the court. And yeah, they just look off. I don't know what it is. Don't forget, coming up here at halftime, as we always have, our Shoot for Loot from Security National Bank. Kelsey George for the Elks is going to be shooting and trying for the for the money for the school's athletic department. And Michaela Purdue, who I think shot last time.
Yeah, she lost last time. She shot for the 3-pointer, I think, and made it.
Well, she
is a $250 on her.
Now she's leading the league in scoring, averaging 22 a game, 5.3 rebounds a game, and why wouldn't you shoot a 3-pointer when you're hitting 45% from that?
I was talking to her. I said, just go for it. Go for the half court. Go for the $500. because this might be a little bit too far. I said, just go for it.
Oh, go for it. Why not?
Yeah.
And we may give her just a foot over the line. Run up and just fire away. All right, it is 3 minutes left. And look at this shot. What a nice drive. And then it was even a nicer dunk after that from Mo Jai putting it in.
But no big display. Just go ahead and just tap it in. Do what you're supposed to do. There's around the back, the hula hoop
Look
shot.
at that.
Yeah. And then this one right here at the end, that made them shooting for three-pointers 5 for 5.
Oh, my.
Almost a foul there.
All right, with the basketball and double-teamed is Marshall, but he does get rid of it. Nice feed down on the baseline to Mo Jai, and then they work it around.
When Jai gets a little bit bigger, a little stronger, he won't even pass that ball out. He'll just take that right to the hoop.
Yeah, but he kicked it out. He did the smart thing. Got it out of there.
But as he gets bigger, that's
sure.
going to be a no-brainer. Just turn and put it in.
It looked like because he's going to put on some height too.
Oh yeah,
and one of these days you'll be looking like, is that Jabbar out there?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Inbounds pass comes all the way out to Mitchell, and it'll be Centerville setting things up again with 2:28 remaining in this first half, and the whistle goes. And I believe we're going to have a foul on Springfield, and it's going to be number 3. They're saying Tolliver picked that up, and he's the second Wildcat with 2 fouls.
Yeah, I think one of the things kind of impressing about Jai is his wingspan. Look at him underneath that basket. When he stretches his arms out, folks, that's like a whole person.
Well, what did Brooks say? A 7 foot
something like that.
Yeah, 7'3" wingspan. Whew. The Centerville continues to work the ball out front. They're in no hurry. They take their time looking for the shot. That was not a good pass.
Turnover number 6.
Yeah.
Compared to 4, there it goes right through his hands, out of bounds. Only 4 turnovers for Springfield.
But that's all they had the whole game last time.
That's right. Well, first half still not too bad.
Yeah, Springfield brings it across the timeline. We are down to 2 minutes. Going for the steal was Mitchell. He missed it. And then it was almost thrown away, but Raheem Moss saved it.
This is a time when Raheem needs to kind of take control of his team, get them settled down a little bit, get those good looks. It's 1:46. Looking over there at Coach Isaiah, trying to get a play called in. He's got one.
Well, they got to get some kind of rhythm, I think, Gary.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a nice rhythm if you can sink it. Good.
Now that's a good shot there.
Larry Stevens, great job on that
he
one.
was missing outside from that 8-footer on that far side. I don't know, just a little off. But that's what he has to do is take it down to the hoop.
And go into the lane and, draw a foul. Corner shot, Marshall.
That's their first miss of the three-pointer.
I was going to say, he's been pretty successful. And the ball goes out of bounds, but out of bounds on Centerville. So it'll be Springfield's ball.
Saw that Jai's outreach there. His wingspan is huge there. He got that rebound clear across the key he reached. 1 minute and 18 seconds left to go.
Coach, how do we get around him? I don't know. That's why you're playing
goodness.
the game, and I got you starting. You figure it out.
My goodness.
I mean, what do you tell somebody like that when they can't get, he's got that big of a wingspan? 1:15 remaining. That's it in this first half. Raheem Moss trying to get things set up, trying to work it, nowhere to go inside. Boy, that is a tough zone defense, and traveling is going to be called on Ty Brown. So that'll be another turnover. That's number 5, correct?
Turnover number 5 for Springfield. 6 for the Elks.
Now watch Brown's feet. Look at this. He kind of dragged that pivot foot. Yeah. And the ball stolen away in there. Nice job defensively by Stevens. Moss drives and coming up with the Marshall foul. And, if you're going to commit a foul.
Watch here.
Yeah, but watch. This is a good foul. He
He's
knew he had 2
stripping.
points.
I think he got a little more ball than he got.
Yeah.
He's going, I got all ball, and I think that's a pretty close call as Raheem goes to the line.
And I guess if you're going to send somebody, well, he is a 64% free throw shooter. And Raheem Moss with 7 points and still has 7 points.
That's his second miss tonight at the free throw line.
I was going to say, yeah. Would like to have this, and so would Isaiah Carson. Like to see him get it, as it'll make it a 3-point lead. or get it down to a 3-point lead for Centerville over Springfield.
And you'd kind of like to have that going into halftime.
Well, they'd like to have a tie going into halftime after being what they were down. Yeah, that one is good.
Yep.
Yeah, he had a nice roll on that. Put
4
it
for
up there
6.
softly.
4 for 6.
Is that what it is? That's not bad. Not bad. Considering they're only 59% free throw shooter. Double teamed in the backcourt. And the ball thrown all the way down court. And Mojai can't get it. Stolen away.
Let's slow it down. 34 seconds.
Okay, Howard coming down court. They're trying to get him to slow down to work the ball. And there's a shot. Down to 1 point as coming up with the basket is Jordan Howard. With the ball shot. Ah, look at that three-pointer. Guess who got that? Matt Pierce. Matt Pierce has 4 3-pointers, Gary. He's got 13 points. Ball goes out of bounds, and coming over to get the basketball to toss it in the front court with 6 seconds remaining is Howard. Rakeem Moss gets the pass in and looks up at the clock, and now he starts his drive. Goes in, puts it up, and won't drop, as he'll have a couple of shots, and by making a couple of shots here, he will get Springfield within 2 points. Because there's only 1 second left, probably won't be a whole lot of scoring going on at the other end of the court. Moss puts it up. He's putting it up nice. It's just hitting that rim and taking a bounce out. I think that's his 3rd miss, is it not? Something like that. So Moss has got 8 points, looking for 9. Takes the shot. That one looked like it a little bit too hard all the way. And there's the buzzer. That's it. So that's the end of the second quarter, the first half of action, with Centerville leading the Wildcats of Springfield 30-26. Coming up next, it's the Shoot for Loot, brought to you by Security National Bank on the Game of the Week from Local TV for Me, Sports Network.
Hi, John. Gary Littell. Nice to meet you.
I'm Nick Jacobson, and I'm a senior in the Electrical Trades program at the Springfield Clark CTC. Currently in my class, we are being taught motor controls and 3-phase commercial power. My goal is to further my education through an apprenticeship and become a power distribution lineman, and all I had to do was commit. Career opportunities making meaningful impact today. For more information, visit www.scttc.org.
At Dave Kell Chevrolet and Chevrolet Trucks, we are proud that customers keep coming back to purchase vehicles. Now we have a brand new showroom that will help us serve our customers better.
We give every customer specialized attention to find the right vehicle at the right price, and we have a wide variety of new and used vehicles to choose from.
Visit us at Dave Kell Chevrolet and experience no-nonsense car shopping.
The best place to purchase a new or used vehicle is at Dave Kell Chevrolet in Mechanicsburg, Ohio.
Although the world is ever changing, the basic rhythms of life remain the same. One being people's passion to build families, communities, houses, businesses. But turning passion into reality is often challenging. For all of life's moments, count on Security National Bank.
It's time now for Shoot for the Loot, brought to you by Security National Bank and the Local TV for Me Sports Network. Both of the schools in tonight's contest have chosen a shooter to attempt a shot from one of 3 designated spots on the court. Just for participating, each school's athletic department will receive $50 from Security National Bank. But if they are successful, their school's athletic department will receive a donation of $100, $250, or $500. Please welcome from Security National Bank, John Brown and Pat Rastetter. Give them a hand, folks. Our first contestant from the Centerville High School girls basketball team is Kelsey George. Kelsey, get a ball and choose your spot. She can go from the free throw line, three-pointer or half. Oh, she's going for the loot for $500 half court. Good luck, Kelsey. Oh, bingo! Kelsey George. My goodness. Kelsey, let's see that again. Just kidding. Now representing your Springfield Wildcats, Michaela Perdue. Last time she was very successful here. Go ahead. Michaela, where are you shooting from? She's backing up, folks. Uh-oh, here we go. She's going for the big money, the $500 shot. Michaela Perdue. Almost! We almost had 2 winners. Congratulations and thanks for participating. And if you want more information on the Shoot for Loot, log on to www.localtvforme.com. Thank you, John Brown and Pat Rastetter from Security National Bank.